So what have you invited me to?
Just to ask you a few questions about what it was like for you when you were younger.
Okay.
With being LGBT.
Yep.
So what was it like with the LGBT community when you were younger, or did you have one?
As far as I was concerned, I'm going to be the same age that you are now.
14.
I'll be 14. When I was 14, as far as I was aware, there was no LGBT community.
Wow.
So I felt like very alone.
Yeah.
I felt I was the only person who
Yeah.
felt like I did, pretending not to be me.
Yeah.
But unlike you, I always looked like a boy. So I was also being very badly bullied.
Yeah.
How do you describe yourself in terms of the alphabet soup of LGBT?
LGBT.
QI?
Q+.
Q plus A? Q plus I?
Q+ then everything else.
Exactly.
That's what it is, just plus.
Yeah.
Like A, I, P.
Yeah, there's a P in
Pretty much every other sexuality or gender.
Yeah. And how would you... So we're in this strange world where we describe ourselves in terms of the letter of an alphabet. Which letter would you choose at the moment?
An L.
An L. So you describe yourself as a lesbian. Because do you think are we as simple as that as a letter of an alphabet?
Definitely not. One of my ex-girlfriends, she went from being a B to an L and then back to a B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's it. If someone's in a gay relationship, they'll be considered lesbian. If someone's in a straight relationship, they'll be considered straight.
Yeah.
But someone who's had bisexual relationships. I think being bisexual is one of those things that's genuinely hard to hold.
Yeah, it's like, why? Just, you're either in a gay relationship or a straight relationship. Easy as that, but it's not, because you could be dating a trans man, a trans woman, which then it just becomes this huge thing. But everyone's like, oh, it's the same sex, therefore gay. Boy, girl, straight. But there's other genders, so there are other kinds of relationships.
I love it. Do you know what I think we're actually doing is we're helping humanity to understand that it's not that simple.
Yeah.
Boys love women, girls. It's never been that simple. We've always been made up of different, and I think we can. Personally, I think we can fall in love with I could fall in love with a fella. I think it's unlikely, but I think it's possible.
Yeah.
So somewhere on that continuum.
Were you ever scared of actually telling your parents or coming out to your parents and then...
Yeah, petrified.
Going, get out.
I thought I was going to be rejected.
Yeah.
But then they came back and Mum said, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "No, I'm not all right." And I never asked to be born, is what I said to her. And she was like, "Hang on, what's wrong?" So we went up to a private room in the house. She said, "Moira, please, just tell me what's up." And I couldn't tell her. I couldn't tell her that I didn't love that I was different. That, first of all, I hated being different. I didn't want to be different. I wanted to be like everybody else. And that I thought I was never going to find love. Anyway. Were you hoping for happy stories, Dara?
No, because I definitely know that stuff like this, it's not the same as what it is here. You can't just openly go up to your parents like, "Oh yeah, I'm gay." And then even now, before I realised I was gay, I was definitely scared that if anyone found out at school that my mum was dating a female, that I would be bullied. Once a guy in my maths class went, "I don't want to sit next to them because they're faggots," and that was towards me and my partner.
Yeah.
And then what happened was I burst into tears, left the room, and the very next day the school went, "I'm sorry what you experienced," and then the day after that sanctions were made. They were literally on the person who had done it.
That's a difference.
Yeah, they did it almost immediately. very quickly.
That's brilliant, because for me, that boy was, everybody knew, other people in the village knew that I was being bullied by this fella, and other people laughed alongside. So all of these bystanders actually become extra bullies, don't they? I got a question for you. So what was the reaction of your mum? First of all, what did you say? And what was her reaction?
I literally just went through how my day was, and then about halfway through I went, oh yeah, and I'm gay. And then I continued and then went upstairs. I was like, yeah, I had ICT, I had geography, boring. Also, I found out I was gay, I had history, and then I came home. And then went upstairs.
So you bottled it slightly.
Yeah, I went, oh yeah, also I figured out I'm gay.
So what did she, well, was she gobsmacked initially? Because we can't all hold the poker face and say, oh, don't worry, I still love you.
Yeah, and then mum's like, so, and then she starts asking me all these questions. So what's the girl like? And like, are you sure?
Schools were told that they must not promote homosexual families as a legitimate lifestyle. So, like your mums,
Yeah,
yourself, schools. So, what they were saying was, schools mustn't make kids gay by talking about this stuff. But yeah.
And so now I'm just sort of learning to go, you know what? It's fine, because they're just threatened. They're scared because I'm brave enough to go, this is me, leave me alone.
Look out, because here I come. I'm standing up. You know, you're doing it, girl. You are doing what other people want. If they're strong enough, they'll be able to stand up for their own identity, their own selves. You're making yourself stronger every day. And be proud of that. Be proud.
Yeah.
Because there are other people still hiding because they don't have the courage that you've got. What big things happening in Surrey Heath itself?
We're raising the flag for the first time, and I'm doing it with the ward councillor.
You are?
Yeah.
Well done. That's not easy. That was a rubbish high five,
Yeah.
wasn't it?